The journey towards wholeness is, according to Carl Jung, nothing less than to divest the self of the false wrapping of the persona on the one hand, and of the suggestive power of primordial images on the other. In this workshop on making a pastoral plan, as pastors or pastoral workers, your persona has an implicit effect on a pastoral plan that you are making. This plan will bring to reality a work that enforces, upholds the ideals of your persona. We must be aware of the danger posed by a rigid persona of identifying itself with the collective psyche, which Jung describes as the suggestive power of primordial images. Jung says that to become whole, which is individuation, we must divest ourselves of the false wrappings of the persona. But what does he means with this false wrapping? Remember in part 1 of this topic on persona, in this pastoral planning workshop, I was saying about two poles that drive the creation of a persona. These are the personal or the social or collective. When these two poles hinder a person to achieve wholeness or individuation, these are what false wrappings of the mask is. We can find these false wrappings in the stories of Augustine, Francis, and Ignatius. The three of them in their youth were driven by a collective unconscious, forces in our collective psyche affecting the image they project as young men. The three had a persona that was challenged by their life situation. Augustine, Francis, and Ignatius had a hedonist persona typical among European young men. Macho culture, their persona shaped by that suggestive power of primordial images, image coming from collective psyche such as that of the jester, the forever young, the warrior, which can be found in many European storytelling and myths of their times. The danger is being over and identified with this persona, that the loss of youthfulness and vigor could be devastating later in their lives. A maladjusted ego or an ego or conscious mind that couldn't accept this change could be projected in behavior detrimental both to the self and society. Some even went to the extent of committing suicide or engaging in domestic violence. Leaders who couldn't accept this change could turn to being authoritarian, a dictator, and many more. The call to wholeness is flexibility and letting go, not allowing oneself being controlled by a collective psyche. This means mindfulness. I am just saying that enjoying luxury and sensual pleasures are just right at proper time and circumstances. But when the time is up, be free to let go. Life is not just about taking things easy and pleasurable. When time of hardship and struggles come, then we deal with it. The false wrappings of the persona are pretensions, making it an inauthentic image of the self. And the goal towards wholeness, towards individuation, is to break this pretentiousness, to scale down the wrapping in order to make the persona an authentic image of the self. This requires mindfulness of one's shadow, mindfulness of how the ego may be drawn to the suggestive power of a collective shadow. So for your assignment, I would like you to write an essay on how your persona or mask evolved. Mention at least 3 personas or roles you have had or you are having right now. Mention any dilemma you experienced or any conflicts you had. After writing your essay, make a mask, a real mask to represent your person, So express yourselves in creativity by making a mask, decorate the mask to represent the pretenses. Then once done, share it with me. We will decipher the wrapping that could be pretenses. Let's see if it's authentic. I'm not saying it's not authentic because we need to see whether this persona is a projection of a shadow. Once discovered, let the ego or the conscious mind decide whether to embrace it or make boundaries. To individuate, to become whole, an individual must be free in making decisions, making a choice, not drawn to that collective psyche, to that suggestive power of primordial images. And if ever one makes a choice, be responsible, own it, take responsibility.